Hello again, people. Right, this is a response to Katy, who asked me why I entered a trade before it had sort of clearly closed this level here. I added this level 2 seconds ago, but so that wasn't on the charts. Let's take it off. So you can clearly see you've got sellers here, and you can clearly see the sellers there. So, you know, I suppose the first thing I ought to say is, you know, you will get, the more you practice this, and you have to practice it on demo charts. This is why when people say have live accounts and have a small amount because it makes it seem real, I call that BS, to be honest with you, because you should be able to trade with absolute 100% strict rules on a demo. If you can't do it on a demo with strict rules and treat it like a real account, then you're never going to do it, whether you're trading with pennies, pounds or dollars or whatever. So, you know, that in my opinion is BS. So demo trade, in my opinion, until you see these things in your sleep. So back to the original point. I've got a descending trend line attaching these here because I draw everything on the line charts, as you know. And we've got, or that descending trend line actually was probably drawn on a 5-minute chart, thinking about it, because that doesn't look right there. And I always draw descending trend lines that attach. Yeah, it did. It made a lower low there. So high, low, lower high, lower low, and that is a valid touch point. Okay, so back to the 15-minute chart, and it's running a bit slow today. Hang on. Let's get rid of that because we don't need it, and I don't really use it day to day, so that will be going off of my charts. Indicators. Should have done this before I started. Right, so that is an area of supply, and that is an area of supply. But the reason I made this video is these are so important. You know, you can have all these traders say don't use indicators, I've learned how to trade the 3-candle reversal with bear candles, and then I've added these back because they are such they're complementary to the 3CR. So we're above the dragon. Price is above the zero line with power. In other words, you know, the move is up. Shorts were not an option unless we're way down here and we've done this and this and this. So it's just a question for me of waiting for the longs. Now, what we can see also here, and I don't, you know, you can't mention this just by throwing charts up, is that this is all accumulation. This is them, the algorithms, when I say them, adding discounted orders, pushing the price down with their own sell orders to add buy orders. So let's say they do it this way. This is hypothetical because I don't know whether it's true or not. But let's say they use $1 million to get the price down, and then they add 3 million back here. Price shoots up. Use another million to get the price down. Million. 5 million buy order. Price shoots up again. So, you know, they're using their own money to make money, and that's what I see there. That's it. It works for me. It might not be right, but it works for me. So getting back to this point here, I know by looking at this and on multiple time frames that we should only be looking for longs. I don't know what's going on with these charts at the moment. Oh, I know what it is. I've got two trading platforms open. Look, there is no power to the downside. These are areas that the price wants to attack. Now, clearly, that is insignificant. That's just a wick there that I traded into. That's where the big guns were, the whales, if you like, are trying to push. The sellers are the level. Let's put it that another way: a level. So You know, we've got so many tools in our toolbox. We can clearly see there is no power to the downside. All of this as well, look, all of this was above the zero line virtually. So they're just messing around at that level. We're above the dragon, the power is there, the power is here. Now this thing is my go-to secret weapon at the moment, because when that changes from black to green, look what happens. Black to green, boom. Black to green, boom. Not so much here, but that's exceptional circumstance. Don't know what went on there, but oh, that was NFP, I should imagine, on Friday. So, you know, we have to look at everything in the, you know, holistically, as it were, in the round, you know, all the time frames. And then, you know, that was clear just by looking at that higher time frame, that was an insignificant level. They pumped it up, they pushed it down. 3 or 4 million to push the price up, 1 million to push it down. 3 or 4 million to push the price up, 1 million to push it down. So they're adding sell orders, buy orders at a discount. That's the way I like to see it, and that's what happened. So once again, you know, when you're, you know, that's the answer to your question, Katy. I entered into that because that is an insignificant level. And also, sorry, I forgot to mention, we had just broken this level with power there. So we'll look at, so far I've looked at 3 or 4 time frames. If we look at the 5-minute time frame, this will probably be showing a green bar. You watch, it won't be showing it now, just to spite me. It isn't, but over here it is. So you've got your 3 candle reversal, you've got your bust through the dragon, you've got a break of, even here you've got a break of resistance that's acting as support. Let's get rid of the dragon there. So I could see this area was broken when I entered, this area was broken when I entered. You know, we've got a descending trend line, we've got an ascending trend line, an ascending trend in place. Higher lows, making higher highs and higher low here, making a higher high there prior to the entry. So, you know, 3 or 4 time frames all agreed, and these things don't happen. You know, this is so powerful. When they happen, take note, especially when you're in the Frankfurt and London open sort of session, if you like, our early morning session. So I can't really explain things more than that. Practice, practice, practice. You know, look at these levels that price is pushing through. Look at the fact that the sellers have got weaker and weaker and weaker. Look at the RSI and this thing. You know, all of these will have been green when I entered and telling me to go long. You know, so we've got, this is like I treat this as a multi-time frame version of the RSI. So 3 CRs is the first thing I want to see, or should I say the first thing I want to see is a trend reversal. Then I want to make sure I've got a 3 candle reversal, because a 3 candle reversal, remember, is the personification, if you like, of, in an uptrend, the algorithms exhausting the sellers, and the buyers are piling in a long, and the 3 CR for me on the short is the sellers are piling in and they're faking in the buyers and finally running out of buyers, much the same as what's going on here, because this will be a higher time frame 3 candle reversal, swing 1, 2, 3, that's 4, this is potentially 5, although we're not below particularly sort of clear area of sellers. That's the area. So this is why I draw these levels. This could easily still do a punch up to that level just to cause us maximum damage, if you like. That's why we always want to see corresponding momentum, and look, we're just seeing momentum come into there. but always check the higher time frames to see what they are telling us. And remember, we haven't got an awful lot of power to the downside. Look, this is green. If that turns red with power and we get a break through the 20 level, then that long sort of potential area here is highly likely to be shorts coming into the market. All it is accumulation on the higher time frames, but I'm going off topic now. So, you know, back onto that entry there. It is, you know, that was weak, that was strong. This was, you know, this had been building all morning, and you know, critically, the RSI was looking bullish. You know, real strength coming in there, and once again, you know, black, finally green. And that, you know, do your back testing, look at the historical charts at what this does when it goes from black to green. Such a powerful thing. Unfortunately, you can't back test with this, although you could do it if you set it up on FX Blue Trade Simulator. Not sure whether this would work on it, but if there's no reason in my opinion why it wouldn't. There you go, you're good to go. So hopefully that answers your question, Katy, and clarifies a few points for other traders, other guys watch these videos. You know, this is such a powerful pair of indicators because, and for me purely, and this is really important, because the 3CR is the trade, you know, the method. I could trade this without any indicators whatsoever. It's important to remember that. I taught myself to trade 3 candle reversals by watching the pullback on the lower time frame, watching it 3CR up again, then watching it on the lower time frame. So we'd go 15 minute down to the 5 minute, then down to the 1 minute, and when all the 3CRs were in order, that was when I hit it. Now I know the RSI histo on the 8 period setting matches the 3CRs almost identically, then that tells me it's ready to go. And additionally, now we've got the multi-time frame version of the RSI, because this matches when you've set it to 7, that's the period end. This thing here, set it to 7 and change your colours. All these indicators are free, of course. Change your colours accordingly. That is, I was testing it. I don't think I will take it off my charts. It's so powerful, such a big thing when this goes. And all it is 3CRs, then we add the RSI histo because that agrees, and now I've added this because it's a multi-time frame version of this, if you like, because it matches it almost identically, and we've clarified it by getting rid of a load of the unnecessary colours, which I didn't want to do on the RSI because I wanted to keep that indicator looking the way it was with the red and the green. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps.